this is, as we said, that this is straight to the heart, and this is out in October. And you say this is unapologetic. This is positive.
Yeah, it's very upbeat, very dancey, and the most fun to make. I've had the most pleasurable experience making this fourth one, definitely.
Well, you're so in control of everything you do, aren't you? You're not the type of girl that's going to get pushed around or somebody go, oh, I think you should take this album in this direction. You like to be...
I think I sort of know what I like now, really, and try and play to my strengths. And I've also built up a load of people I love working with, so I sort of keep going back to the same folk, and it's sort of become like a family, really, like a little work family.
That's probably why it's so enjoyable, actually.
Yes. I think if it's hard work, the songs don't really sound as good, actually. I think all the best things have got that happiness sort of imbued in them, because, you know, you enjoy making the song and how you sing them.
Well, I think you said so there's nothing more unsexy than a jaded pop star.
Yes, exactly. I think you should ban bitterness from old pop stars. It's horrible.
So in which case you are in this very sort of happy place?
Yeah. I think, you know, I'm in my 10th year now as a solo artist, and I think you have to really appreciate it. It's a really lovely job, and to do, you know, to have your work to be your passion. It's a bit of a privilege, really.
It is a privilege, but also very hard work. I mean, you're a mum of two young boys, so trying to do both. I mean, I know a little bit about what this is like.
Yeah, of course you do.
It's not easy.
No, I mean, I don't spring out of bed and we're like, woohoo, it's this fabulous life I lead, but I just suppose I don't really want to get to the stage where I don't appreciate how lucky I am, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, really.
But also, you have this sort of homing instinct. You want to get back home, because I don't know if this is true, but you went to Russia because you've had some big hits in Russia. I mean, you've even learnt a few words of Russian. What have you learnt in Russian?
Как тебя зовут? Меня зовут Sophie. I can say that.
Very good.
I say? С днем рождения, if anyone's birthday, I don't know. Happy birthday.
You could have just
Always
said
good to have.
anything, and we'd have believed you. Oh, great,
Yeah, that's marvellous.
It's a really hard language, though. Really hard.
Well, it's also quite a long way away if you're going to come back within a day. So you went to do a gig, so it's 13 hours, and did the gig, and then turned around and came straight back again.
I did, yes. I went to Vladivostok, which is the far most eastern point of Russia that you can get to. So I had to fly to Moscow, which takes about 4 hours, and then fly again to Vladivostok to do this gig. And yeah, my manager phoned me and said, "You probably don't want to do this, do you? It's going to be really harrowing." And I was like, "Well, I'm actually free those 3 days, so yeah." So it's a lot of time on a plane.
And got back again. And of course now you're going to tour throughout July with the Pet Shop Boys.
Yes, I can't wait.
That
How
coming as well.
exciting.
Yeah,
we'll put the dates
them.
of that on our website, because
Okay,
I think you do start in Blackpool.
That's right, yeah, next week.
So all of the others ones on there. But the other thing that you're here to talk about, and then this is a love of fairy tales.
Well, yeah, I'm judging a competition for a popular broadband provider.
Right.
Who also do television stuff, so people can probably work out who that is. And it's a campaign called Happily Ever After, where we're doing sort of funny endings to popular fairy tales, and I'm judging the best ones. So it's what happened after the Happily Ever After, I suppose.
Yeah.
And they can be as daft or funny or ridiculous as you like.
I love fairy tales. I'm a big fan of fairy tales. I'm always reading Harry fairy tales, and I love them because they're such beautiful little stories, but they've also got a lovely little moral wrapped up in them somewhere.
Yeah, a moral, and also quite a lot of them are quite dark.
Some of them are dark.
Yeah,
What's
a
your
bit
favourite,
twisted.
then?
Mine's Red Riding Hood,
Well, you see,
actually.
that's twisted in
itself.
itself.
Yeah, really twisted. And is yours the Tin Soldier?
The Tin Soldier is mine, isn't
No,
it?
you'd have to remind me of that. I remember at the end...
It's really sad, that
Well,
one.
he gets blown off the windowsill, and he goes disappearing off down the in the little stream, and then it gets eaten by a fish, and then the fish is caught, and they catch him, and he's brought back to the house that he started off in. The little Tin Soldier is back in the house, and then he gets blown into the fire, and he melts, and all that's left is his little tin heart.
That is not a good day.
Look. Oh, marvellous.
You look far too chipper.
I think, well, for what's
Considering the
about to
story.
befall me...
Yes.
Yeah, they are incredibly... Do you read fairy tales to
Yeah,
boys?
absolutely. My eldest is 6, and it is one of those things that when you become a parent, you think, right, what are the really important things I have to do with them? And for me, yeah, it's reading stories anyway, but all those fairy tales, they're so much part of, I don't know, yeah, they're sort of like character building, but also they're just so much part of our childhood. They're like they're part of the texture, and they're so iconic, and you sort of feel...
I remember the Slipper and the Rose is one of my favourite films.
Yes.
Obviously, it's a Cinderella story, and I remember saying to Dan when I first met him, I was like, you just need to sit and watch this film to get me. If you watch this, you'll understand what's going on in my head. This is what I would like, please.